Hello, my name is Megan from Sentient Body, and today we're going to go over an exercise called three-part yogic breathing. So three-part yogic breathing, we're going to do a breathing exercise including all three parts of our lungs, the lower lungs, the middle lungs, and even the upper lungs, which actually come just above the collarbone here. Most people are known for stress breathing or the chest breath, where they're just filling up the upper lungs and maybe even a little bit of the middle lungs and really not breathing with the full potential of the lung. And what we see here is people who are stuck in the stress breath, instead of using the diaphragm muscle, the big breathing muscle here at the bottom of the rib cage underneath the lower lungs, instead we're relying on the muscles of the neck, the supporting breathing muscles, to pull the rib cage up. And so what we see is neck pain, muscle fatigue, sometimes headaches, and overall a shorter, shallower breath. Whereas if you were to look, say, at a baby sleeping, you'll notice that they breathe from their belly, nice and relaxed, using those lower lobes of the lungs and all three parts of the lungs together. So we want to do more of balanced breathing. Three-part yogic breathing is really good to help us learn to engage the diaphragm, helping us learn to engage that lower lobe of the lung. And of course, that brings a great deal of benefits. Proper breathing helps to circulate oxygen and nutrients to our tissue. It can reduce supporting muscle fatigue. So again, the muscles of the neck and the shoulder. And it is also important for fighting fatigue and pain management. But there's also tons of benefits for mental health with proper breathing, right? It helps us feel a little more focused, a little more centered. It can help us get emotionally and physically grounded and into the present moment. So this is an exercise that you can refer to throughout your busy day. I like to do exercises like this first thing in the morning to make sure I start off on a nice calm foot for the day. But it's also great, if you're just feeling tired or overwhelmed, or you have a big meeting or a presentation to go to, just to take a quick break. So these exercises can be as small as 3 consecutive breaths or as long as a 10 or 15-minute practice. I do strongly recommend, if you're just starting a breathing practice, and particularly if belly breathing feels a little foreign to you, start slow. If we do too much forced controlled breathing, we can actually set off some sort of speed breathing and hyperventilation, which would be the opposite of what we're trying to achieve. So like all practices, you want to start small and return to it often to build it into your routine. So let's begin with our 3-part yogic breathing. We're going to sit somewhere comfortable, spine tall, maybe even picking your shoulders up and rolling them down onto your back, letting them drop so you get a little extra space around the ears. You can let your gaze fall to something in front of you or even close the eyes. And as we breathe, we're going to imagine filling our lungs just like you would a cup. So as you pour water into the cup, you fill it from the bottom all the way up. And then as you exhale, emptying from the top of the cup back down. So let's start with one part of the breath at a time, and we will add it all together at the end. Again, I like to use my hands as points of reference so that as you breathe, as you inhale, you can feel your hands expand, and as you exhale, feeling them come back in closer to the body. So these are good reference points. So let's bring our hands to our belly, getting centered. As you inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale, letting the belly fall. Good. So this time we're going to do the belly breath and the chest breath. So inhale, begin with the belly. Let the chest rise. Exhale, chest first comes down, and then belly. Good. Last but not least, we're going to add the shoulders. As we fill the upper lungs of the shoulders, we're going to really exaggerate this by lifting the shoulders towards the ears, okay? So inhale, begin with the belly. Add the chest, lift the shoulders. Exhale, roll the shoulders down your back. Chest drops, belly drops. Good. Let's try it all together. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, breath. 2 more. Inhale, belly, chest, shoulders. Exhale, shoulders, chest, belly. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's just do one more without the hands so you can see how it looks. Inhale. Exhale. So know that you can return to this breathing exercise as much or as little as you need to. Like I said, it's great to just start with 3 to 5 breaths for a beginning practice and repeating throughout the day. As with all self-care things, remembering to do it is the hardest part. So get an accountability buddy or schedule it in so you have a reminder pop up. Make it a part of a pre-existing routine, whatever works for you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email me or direct message me. And as always, make sure to give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram at Sentient Body. Namaste.